Hey guys, Shruti here. You all know one of my favorite thing to do is reading your comments. And when I read your compliments, like how confident I am and how confident I look in my videos, I rethink about myself because I was not at all confident when I was a teenager, and I overcome a lot of things. Especially I made my weaknesses my strength. So I wanted to share my experience with you, just to share an experience, and maybe together we can grow even more a better person. So yeah, that's this video is all about. As a kid, I used to have a lot of weaknesses which I overcome. So I wanted to talk about the key weaknesses of mine. And I'm not saying I am 100% confident, but I try to, be a better person every single day. Nobody is perfect in this world, but I try to be a good person, not a perfect person, just a good person in my life. One of my biggest weakness is I'm a very non-social person. I don't have that many friends. I grew up in a very small town in a very, protective and nuclear family. So my parents were very overprotective of me and possessive for me. I used to get a tutor at home, and I was not allowed to talk to kids around the neighborhood, and I never played with kids around the neighborhood as well. So I have this hesitation. I cannot just go out and talk to people. I cannot socialize. I don't have social skills because of my childhood, and this is something which it was really tough, especially when I moved to a big city for college. Everybody was pretty social, but I used to feel that I am alone and lonely. I was not able to talk to everybody, and I wasn't able to share my true feelings with any of them, because friends, there was no idea in my mind what friends are and what friends are for. So yeah, that was one of the biggest issue I faced. Even when I got married, for initial few years, I wasn't able to communicate to Arjun what my true feelings are. And I used to sit alone and cry for myself, but I wasn't able to share what I feel with him. And sooner he realized that I have the same problem with customer service as well. I have this phobia that I cannot talk to salespeople, and I cannot order my own food, and a lot of stuff. Like, I just cannot go there and talk to people. That was one of the biggest problem I had. Then somehow I was watching YouTube videos, and it gave me an idea that I can interact, because I was a lot of thoughts in my mind was holding up, because I wanted to communicate, but I don't know how to communicate because of my childhood problems. So I thought it will be a little bit easier for me to talk to a camera in a closed environment where nobody is judging me. So I made my first video on YouTube, and I tried to communicate with you, and it helped me a lot. It was pretty easier for me to talk to the camera. So I started making more and more videos, and that actually gave me confidence. Like some of you complimented my work, some of you criticized my work, but at least there was a good ratio of people who actually praised my work, which helped me a lot, which actually bust a good energy into my mind that okay, I can talk to people. And then Arjun helped me a lot as well. He actually forced me, and I used to think that he's being pretty harsh on me, but that was a good thing. I think it helped me a lot. So he forced me that you need to order your own food today only, and else I'm not going to order food for you. So he put me on the spot, and it was pretty hard and difficult for me to go there and talk to a waiter. But when I did it for the first time, it was really tough. Let me tell you girls, it was really tough. But eventually I started talking to the salespeople and to these waiters and other customer service people, and then it gave me more confidence, and I was able to talk to his friends and communicate with his friends, which was a real good thing. After so many years, this was one of the biggest happiness moment which came into my life. Another funny thing is my weakness, my English. Now, I grew up in a very small town and my parents doesn't know how to speak English. My society where I grew up doesn't know how to speak English. Nobody was speaking English in my entire childhood, not even my teachers. So I never communicated in this language. The only language I knew is in which I give my examination papers. That's the English I knew. And when I went to the college, same thing happened to me there. Nobody was communicating in English, everybody was talking in Hindi. So I never took English as a language or a mode of communication for me. English was just a technical language for me. After completing graduation, I gave a couple of interviews and I failed in all of them. And one thing actually clicked into my mind that, it's all because I'm trying to be good in communication, but my English is really not good. So why to focus on something which I don't know? Rather than that, I should focus on my technical knowledge. So I gave the next interview and I got the job. And same thing happened to me when I was living in the US. I gave interview for Verizon, Department of Transportation, Air Insurance and other companies as well. And I got through the interview very easily. It's all because they hired me for the technical knowledge I was having rather than what my communication language is. So I learned it I just learned it that English is just a mode of communication. It's not a mode of your talent language. It's not the language of your talent. So you need to focus on more on your talent rather than focusing on the language you speak. Even when I started making YouTube videos, I made a Hindi channel and an English channel, and my English channel was more popular and successful, so that's why I pursued it and I made all my videos in English. Now I get a lot of comments, this is the problem and that is the problem. I try to read all the comments and draw energy out of it. I try to improve my English, but at the same time when I get free time, what my preference is, I wanted to channelize all my energy and all my free time into making my creativity more better, like learning makeup and learning editing skills. This is what my passion is, and I really wanted to invest all of my time into that rather than just opening up a grammar book and reading grammar, English grammar. That's what I feel like. I feel that my expressions, my talent, or whatever knowledge I have is the mode of communication here on YouTube. If I am saying something, even though you are not able to understand my language, you will be able to understand what art I have. So that's the best mode of communication with you girls, because I know a lot of you girls face the same problem in your life, and hope if my story can help you in any sort, that will be real pleasure for me. In the end, I just wanted to say everybody has strengths and weaknesses. Some people are good in maths, in English, and whatever. Some people are good in art. You should really focus on what you're passionate about, and give channelize all your energy and thought to something which you are passionate about, and that makes you really happy. And in the end, that's one thing which actually matters to all of us, that we wanted to be happy in life rather than pinpointing things which just makes you sad about yourself. So once you master something and you make it your biggest strength, all other weaknesses will look so tiny and smaller, you will not even think about them. So that's it for this video. If you had enjoyed it and you want me to make more these kinds of videos in future, then don't forget to hit on that like button and share this video with your friends, because it will really mean a lot to me. And hit on the subscribe button to catch my future video details on your YouTube home screen. And I will see you girls in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye. Take care.